Hello and welcome to the second video in our series on data management in Excel. This is Kim Kieswetter, and in this video I will show you how to filter and isolate your data. This video was produced as part of the EvalFest project with funding from the National Science Foundation's AZEL program. Please note that I'm going to be working in a PC version of Excel. If you're using a Mac, you may note slight differences in both look and function between the two versions. Let's get started. In the first video, we learned how to organize a database by password protecting the raw data should we ever need to go back and reference it, or, as happens to everyone sometimes, if we make a mistake while cleaning our data. Cleaning our data refers to the process of reviewing datasets for incorrect, missing, or incomplete information before performing any analyses. This ensures that the data we analyze is accurate in nature. This process also has the added benefit of familiarizing us with the variables we have access to within the dataset. To begin the cleaning process, we want to learn how to isolate and filter our data. This is especially important when working in a large dataset where we will potentially want to look at various subsets of our data. In this video, the database I'm using as an example has data from over a dozen science festivals from across the country, so being able to focus in on particular festivals is an important subset I might want to consider. We're going to begin this process by freezing our variable names so that they are visible no matter where we are at in the database. You will see the variable names are listed across row 1 in the database. As I scroll down though, the names disappear. This can make reviewing data down columns very challenging. To fix this issue, we're going to freeze the top row so that the variable names are always visible to us. To do this, click View in the Excel dashboard. You will then see this button that says Freeze Panes. Click on it and select Freeze Top Row. Now you can see, as we scroll down, that we have constant access to all of the variable names. Now we're going to add filters to our variables. As mentioned before, especially in a larger database, we will want to be able to look at subsets of our data. Adding filters allows us to do this easily. First, we're going to highlight row 1 by clicking on the 1. Now click Home in the dashboard. Once we do that, we're going to head over to this button that says Sort and Filter. When you click on it, a drop-down appears, and we're going to select Filter from the drop-down list. Notice now that all the variables along the top have triangles. This indicates that they are now drop-down lists. I'm going to work with this variable here since I know it contains all of our festival names. When I click on the triangle, a drop-down list appears. You'll notice here that all of them are currently selected. I'm going to uncheck Select All, and then I'm going to choose just the Bay Area Science Festival as my example. Once I've done that, you'll see that only the Bay Area Science Festival data is available for review. To protect our larger database, we will move this dataset into its own sheet. We'll follow the same process that we went through in video 1 to do this. First, click the triangle between row 1 and column A in order to highlight the whole dataset. Now we're going to copy our data either using Control-C or right-click copy. And then we're going to head down to the bottom and click the plus sign twice to add 2 sheets, one for our raw Bay Area data and one for us to clean our Bay Area data in. Paste the same data into each sheet, and then we're going to head down to the bottom and we're going to rename each of the sheets by right-clicking and then selecting Rename. I'm going to rename one of these Bay Area Clean, and this is the sheet that I will clean and play around with my data in. I'm going to head over to the other sheet and I'm going to rename this one following the same process. Right-click Rename, and then I'm going to name this one Bay Area Raw. Just like we did in video 1, we can password protect our raw data by right-clicking, clicking on Protect Sheet, and entering in a password. This will protect our raw data in case we make a mistake or we need to go back and reference it. This concludes our second video in the data management series. Thanks for watching, and check back to view the other tutorials that we have available. This is Kim, signing off.